Welcome back, you guys.
We're here.
I'm just chatting away with our guest.
We're with Melanie Gertzman.
Yes, the fabulous Melanie Gertzman, who was with us once before, a couple of years ago. She is the co-founder of Blue Laces Theater Company and now the executive director of Blue Laces. But Melanie, I was telling them that you've led a very interesting couple of years. Tell them what you ran and did since the last time you have been here.
Oh, wow. Well, when was the last time I was on? I think we were maybe doing our first production out there.
Yeah, I think so. And I'm talking specifically about you ran off to school and got advanced letters.
Oh, yes. I went and got my master's in education from Harvard's Graduate School of Education.
Oh, yeah, that little thing. Oh, yes, I ran to Harvard and got my master's degree. Yes, that little thing. I said I'm deeply envious of her life. Would you love to go to Harvard and get your master's degree in this? So anyway, and now you're back at Blue Laces after having done Harvard.
And Blue Laces is an award-winning New York-based company that creates immersive, multi-sensory theater specifically designed for audiences with autism and other disabilities.
And it's one of the coolest things on the face of the planet. I gotta say, because, you know, I have not yet sat in the theater but I've seen video clips, and I gotta say, it's one of the coolest things on the face of the planet. You guys have expanded, and you've got a lot of things going on now. So tell us some of the different things that you have going on.
Yeah, so as you said, we create theater that's specifically designed for audiences with autism and other developmental disabilities, and all of the shows we do are original, so we start from scratch with an ensemble, and we come up with an idea. Our past shows have been about outer space, transportation, laundry, and we have a new show coming up that's debuting October 18th, running through November 3rd, and it's called Muse. And it's using elements of mythology, Greek mythology, and it's a journey using, you know, that kind of storytelling. And we're hoping it's going to be geared towards a slightly older audience, which in the past our shows have been mainly for our, you know, elementary, younger ages. We're hoping this show will also be inclusive of our younger audiences we've served in the past, but also be able to serve teens and young adults as well, just due to the narrative, thematic structure of the show. So that's going to be in Long Island City and Queens, and we're really excited about this show because we're running longer than we have in the past, so we have the opportunity to serve more audiences. And then in February of 2020, we're very excited. We're being presented by Lincoln Center Education to do our show Suds, which is the show about laundry that I mentioned, and that'll be running the first week or so of February 1st through 9th, I believe. So that's a very exciting opportunity for us to be recognized by Lincoln Center in that way.
It's just amazing. Yeah. Now, I know when we had you on the show before, you talked about the whole experience and what it was like when people arrived at the theater. Is that sort of indicative of all the Blue Laces theater pieces? Is it this experience that they go on?
Yes. So when you go to a traditional show, not a Blue Laces experience, you know, when you think of going to the theater, it's, you know, you go in, you sit in your seat, you watch the actors on stage, you know, there's a very strict theater etiquette. At a Blue Laces show, we change the rules. There is no fixed seating. You're able to get up and move around and participate however you want. It's designed to be multisensory, so everything is designed so that you can touch, see, smell, interact with it however you want to engage. And then we do a model which we call adventure guides, where in addition to, you know, our actors playing characters in the show, they also serve another function where they are paired in one-on-one or one-on-two with every audience member, and we collect information ahead of time about them. We know likes, dislikes, sensitivities, triggers, things of that nature, so that the cast is very prepared for who's going to be at the show that day, and they can help tailor the production to each person's individual needs, so we can make it the best experience possible for every person attending.
Doesn't that just sound exciting, Nancy?
Yeah, it does sound exciting.
I mean, this is a thing that needs to be more of in more places because it's just so wonderful.
Right, because our kids don't necessarily get the chance to, they don't feel comfortable just sitting in their seats and being spectators, and this is an interactive way to involve them.
Absolutely. And you guys are award-winning. Can we talk a little bit about some of the awards that you guys, I've got a list here, the Zeta Phi, tell us, because I can't even read this.
Yes, it was an award given to us by the American Alliance for Theater Education for best or outstanding new children's theater company. So we were very proud to be recognized with that by this prestigious organization that I've been attending the conferences since I was an undergrad. So it was very cool, very full circle to be on the other side of that stage, being like, oh, this is something that we built, that we were coming here, and which was once a pipe dream that started in undergrad, and now it's almost 5 years old.
Are
Absolutely.
most of your productions original productions?
Yes, they're all original.
They're all original.
If you might be familiar with sensory-friendly theater or autism-friendly theater, in which you take an existing production, like they do it on Broadway, where like you can go see The Lion King or Aladdin or things like that, and they'll tone down the lights and the sound, and they'll designate certain days for audiences to attend those days. Our shows are written from the start specifically with this population in mind. So every show for us is designed for audiences with sensory processing disorders and things along that nature. And neurotypical audiences attend as well, and they love it. It's kind of using the principle of universal design for learning, but applying it to theater. If you design for certain abilities and needs that don't get attended to, chances are everybody benefits.
So let's stop for a second and talk about how people can attend these performances, because I know they're going to want to. So Muse, which is opening October 18th through November 3rd, that's happening at the Secret Theater in Long Island City, New York. Where can they go for tickets?
They can go to our website, www.bluelaces.org/muse, M-U-S-E, and you can click on there to fill out our audience request form to request tickets, and then we will process your request and we will book you into a show.
Now, we should say that your audiences are on the smaller side, right? Because you have, it's so interactive. So people should get their tickets early. Your shows sell out. This is no joke.
They do sell out, yeah.
Yeah, this is no joke, you guys.
5 to 10 families per performance.
So if you want to go, you really should make your reservations right now to be able to do that. Now, Suds is coming up in February, but it's not too early to request your tickets for that as well, because that will sell out, and that's happening at the Lincoln Center in New York. And so where should they go to get tickets for that?
They should go to the Lincoln Center Education's website, and they'll direct you to ticketing, and Lincoln Center Education will be processing it. And there's a link at the bottom of the screen.
Okay, fabulous. And we should note that the Blue Laces Theater Company is looking for partnerships, that you're looking for places to be able to go and to present on the things that you do, or to be able to come and do a workshop. And I love this because often people will watch the show and they'll go, well, that's lovely. If I'm in New York,
right,
that's a lovely thing, but what if I don't live in New York? So talk a little bit about, if somebody's feeling that way, what you might be able to bring to their area.
Yes, so we've presented outside of New York. We partnered with the American Repertory Theater in Boston, and we did a production of Suds there. So if you are interested in bringing Blue Laces to your town, get in touch with me, Melanie at bluelaces.org, and we can work out something to either bring an entire production, or we can do drama workshops in which we introduce multisensory storytelling into the classroom, or just discuss different ways that we could introduce elements of this type of theater into your own town, whether it's bringing us personally or having us consult for you to create something of your own. But yeah, we want to be able to branch beyond where we are in New York and to serve as many people as possible.
That's fantastic.
It is absolutely fantastic. And so I'm just wondering, because you guys have been doing this now for 5 years, is there one story that you can think of, Melanie, somebody who came to see the show that you saw something like a light go on in them, or an experience that you were like, this is exactly why we do what we do?
Yeah, hear from parents or classroom teachers after a show. And there's one particular performance where a classroom came, and it was a classroom of all wheelchair users, and they had multiple and profound disabilities. And at the end of it, the teachers were just weeping because they said that no one has ever gotten their kids like this before, or has ever understood them, and to be able to provide programming like this, and they like to see their faces and to see the kids' faces light up and engage in ways that they said that they weren't anticipating, because normally, outside of their routine, it's very difficult for them to engage or to trust anybody, but this was like a whole new world for them. So that was a really special show, and to be able to know that, hear from classroom teachers who work with these kids every single day that coming to one show have provided that profound impact. And then we got follow-up emails from them saying that they utilized props from the show and ideas from the show, and then recreated elements of the show in their classroom, and would do that over and over again because it resonated with them so much, and they built it into their curriculum. So that was pretty incredible.
I just believe in the power of the arts.
Yes, to heal.
And to teach, and to enlighten,
Right.
and to inform, and to tear down barriers all the way around. And I just applaud you. I had said earlier that if I had my life to live over again and live 13 different timelines, I would want to do what you're doing. I just think it's amazing. I'm so excited for you and for this theater company and all the things that you guys are doing. So it's what is your website? It's bluelaces.org?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to encourage everybody to go check it out.
Yeah, and if you have an interest, you can bring Melanie to your town.
Yes, write to
And
her.
it's not just me. I mean, there's an entire team behind me. I'm the executive director, but I have amazing co-artistic directors and staff who I couldn't do this without, and like all the teaching artists and actors. So you wouldn't just be taking me. It's the entire Blue Laces family we've cultivated. So I just want to make that clear.
Well, it's absolutely remarkable what you guys are doing. I so appreciate it, and we got to get you out to the LA area, and I got to get to New York to see one of these productions, because I know I've seen the video clips, and the video, when you do live theater and you videotape it, you lose so much, right? And for me to get as excited at the videotape, I know in person I would lose my mind.
Something else,
Melanie, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us.
Good luck to you.
Yes, good luck with Muse and with Suds.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank
you. We'll be back after these messages. Hey, thanks for watching Autism Live. To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.